Well, you're gonna wait long for that, bro?
Will I be here till the end of the camp? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the sunshine.
Alright? Scriptures talk about the cares of this life, man. Of this life.
Charlie Shamman.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. It's a simple question. Do you think that this system is gonna collapse and then there will be another system to come?
That's too heavy for them. That's too heavy for them.
The brain cells can't process.
They can't process that because they don't know what you're talking about. That's too heavy.
If you never had that witch with him, he would have been alright. He would have answered, but the witch controls him.
Matthew, don't say a word.
And another thing, these were when you got work differently.
That's heavy, bro. No, it's cool, man, because we look different. Because me and you once had women. And from me coming the truth, you notice our brains think differently. We think differently.
Do you think this system will collapse?
They see.
Sorry, fella. Do you think this system will collapse?
Money.
I've got to go football.
Because when we stop arguing, before they understand, okay, me ask Nick up now.
No, go bust a joke, man.
Shalakia, Esau's mindset is different to our mindset. But they actually,
He's comfortable. This is his goal.
because they believe, even I was in the Christian church 20 years, and you got a man who's talking pure 100% truth. And even in the Christian church, when you got some jakes in the Christian church, speaking truth, reality, they say, oh, that's a bit negative, isn't it? That's the Edomite mindset. They like to believe, they believe if you don't accept it's going to happen, it won't happen. That's their psychology.
They're like what's that thing with Dorothy? When they click their heels and it's not going to happen.
Yeah, what's that? Yeah.
The Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz, that's it. Yeah, right. Yeah,
Wizard of Oz.
Do you think this system will collapse? What's your opinion? I want to hear that.
Every now and then you might get
Hey,
someone.
grow your beard, bro.
That Jake's gone.
Do you think this system will collapse? Huh?
Hey, that's a spiritual. I got a scripture for that, yeah? Matthew 24:34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all things be fulfilled. Right. You hear that, man?
Right.
They don't think it's going to happen now.
Yeah.
Right? In order for that new kingdom to come. They can't fathom that. They don't accept that.
And he's a good deceiver. So
Yes.
he's so good at deceiving other people, he can even deceive himself.
Yeah.
It's like
They fool themselves.
like the person that's on drugs. He's a very good liar. When he knows he needs his drugs, he will really go out all out to get his drugs, to lie, and he would even believe his own lie.
Yes.
That's Esau.
You're right, man. That goes back to your heart. Your heart is deceitfully wicked. Yeah.
Change now. Just keep doing what you do. Don't change. Just move first. It's alright.
Listening, my aunt said him to teach. I read for him. He said he wants to teach you.
Right, so the brother was going in, man.
Nice, bro. Nice.
So let's continue, man. Let's get Jeremiah. Jeremiah 51.
This is it.
Right, this is Jeremiah. Right, this is Jeremiah 51 and 1. And it says, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will rise up against Babylon and against them that dwell therein. In the midst of them, I will raise up against them a destroying wind. And that's on the way now. You see, there are Russia, America, China, they're all gathering together now to bring on that great day when their missiles are going to fly. See? And it says, and I will send unto Babylon fanners, and they shall fan her, and and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble, they shall be in the midst of a roundabout. We're heading into that day of trouble. Because right now, America just attacked Syria with their allies, with France and England. Right now we're in England, so England, we might get hit with missiles, Russian missiles. You know what I mean? So who's going to deliver us, man? Who's going to be on our back? We come out here with a Mosai and said that my servants, right, I'm going to protect my servants in that day. Yeah? So that's why we come out here. We try to wake up the minds of our people. You know? We try to wake it up so we can deliver. We want the 144. Once we get the 144, then we're going to subjugate the whole earth, man. And it says here, and it says, and I will send unto Babylon fanners, and she shall fan her, and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. And that's what her is America, there's Babylon. Babylon means confusion, okay? Because this place is nothing but confusion. You've got women in power, women ruling over men. This system is set up on woman worship. Mother's Day before Father's Day. Valentine's Day, when you have to go on one knee and give her roses or whatever. When the Most High said that the man is above the woman, so this is definitely Babylon, okay? And Babylon was known for homosexuality as well, and homosexuality is heavy. Yeah? Because Esau, the so-called white man, he's a woman worshipper. Yeah? And plus he's a homosexual. And his woman is a lesbian. He had a Greek island called Lesbos. Okay? And it says, against him that bendeth, let the archers bend her bows. Right, and that's what thing he's saying. Russia's saying, right, they shot down majority of the missiles, what America and the French and the UK shot at them. They took them out of the sky. Now it's going to come to the stage where Russia's going to bring out the big boys. They're going to bring out the Salmat, yeah, the Topol M. These are intercontinental ballistic missiles, and they're going to launch them at their enemies. And the enemies are NATO and America, and in that is Britain, where we are now, in England. And these people are just, the bit of sun comes out, they think it's a joyous time we're in. We read in Ecclesiastes there's a time and a season for every purpose. And that purpose now is World War III. We're actually in the midst of World War III. But these people haven't got a clue what's happening. They're dead to World War III. They don't even know they're going to be fuel for the fire. Okay? And it says, and against them that bendeth, let our archers bend his bow. And against him that lifted himself up in his brigadiers. And spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all the host. So at the end of the day, all these missiles are going to hit their target. Because the Most High talks about taking control of those missiles. And there's on the internet, there's actual testimonies of generals and of people with above top security saying how these craft are going over the silos and starting the missiles up. So the Most High said he's going to take control of those missiles, and he said none of them are going to miss. Yeah? None of them are going to break their rank. They're all going to hit their target. And he says that he's got to sweep this place with the besom of destruction. The besom of destruction is the ICBMs, their missiles. And it says, thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans. So the Chaldeans are these Edomites, they're the modern day Chaldeans. Because they're into witchcraft. All their so-called high holy days, all their holidays are based on witchcraft. Okay? We had Easter, we had the Passover, they had Easter. Their Easter consists of bunny rabbits and eggs, chocolate eggs. That's witchcraft, that goes back to fertility god. Okay? Queen of Heaven, Diana. This bunny don't lay no eggs. We know that. So what is the significance of it? A rabbit has a lot of sex, and an egg is about life, fertility. okay? Witchcraft, chaldeans, and it says, and they that are thrust through in her streets. For Israel have not been forsaken. So the Most High said he's not forsaken. Maybe our people think, well, look how long we've been in slavery for. What's happening? If we're God's chosen people, why hasn't he done anything for us? He is. What do you think all the earthquakes are about? What do you think all the storm and the tempest? What do you think World War III is gathering for? It's because they put their hands on us. That's why. Most High God deliver his elect men and women because of what the so-called Caucasians did, or what the heathens did. Okay? The Chaldeans, the modern day Chaldeans. And it says, nor Judah, for his God was the Lord of hosts, through the land fulfilled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. And it says, flee out of the midst of Babylon. So mentally, don't mean like mobilize. Mobilize took some people over to Egypt. No? Booked some plane tickets, flew over to Egypt, and he left them there. He didn't mean that. He said, flee mentally. You have to mentally come out of this place, because in Micah 2 and 10, it says it shall destroy you with a sword destruction. And it says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Because this place will eat your soul up. There's people that I grew up with, and I look at them now, I can see the wear and tear on them, man. Because it's destroying, this place is destroying them. Because they haven't got this good word. This is the breath of life. This puts spirit back into you, the spirit of life. Okay? Like it says in the Bible, we are lively stones. It puts life back into you. Okay? And it says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in our iniquity. Right, because it tells you two-thirds of our people are going to be cut off on this side. Okay? Two-thirds, that's what, 66.6% of our people are going to get put to death on this side because they never adhered to the gospel. They never took heed to the men of the Lord out there preaching his word. Okay? They were too busy, wrapped up in this world. Okay? And it says, this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. Why is he vengeful? Because they put his hands, crackers in the other nations put his hands on the Israelites. His chosen people. Contrary to what the church teaches that everybody is God's people, okay? That's bullshit. God has a chosen people, okay? The Israelites are his chosen people. So that's why we come out here to try and wake up the minds of our people. Right? The Most High has given us the blueprint, as Cowboy Shimmy Al Shai's servants. Yeah? We serve the Heavenly Father. And the Bible says that you can't serve two kings. We serve the Heavenly Father by bringing out his prophecies in his Bible. Okay? And it says, this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her recompense. Payback. James Brown said it, the big payback. And as you can see, the big payback's coming, man. They've started it, yeah? This is just the beginning of sorrows, okay? Because what these people think, oh yeah, it's happened before, they launched missiles, yeah? And then it died down. It might die down, but the Most High going to stoke it again, okay? He's going to stoke the fire like he usually does, because we're in that time now. But the Most High is going to elevate his word, his prophecies. He has to fulfill his word. Let's get that up in Isaiah. Right, this is Isaiah 55 and 11. It says, so shall my word, which goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whitherto I sent it. So the Most High said that he's going to bring them down in the valley of Yehoshaphat, the valley of decision. Okay? The Most High said he's going to do that. He's going to bring nothing but death and destruction. Okay? So let's get another one.
Thanks a lot, I appreciate it.
Right, this is
You want water?
No, I'm alright, bro. I got the drink. I got the drink. Yeah, I got the drink.
So?
let's continue. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Right, so Daniel, he said, he gave us the kingdom, and he said, he set up the basis setting up the basis of men. The Most High gave the kingdom to whosoever he will. Okay? He gave it to the Edomites, so that's why the Caucasian man is ruling for them. Okay? But the Most High said in Job, let's try and get Job. Most High said in Job, this is 14 and 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, that has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So the Most High set him up that he's coming to the stage where he's coming to the end of his rulership. He ain't gonna pass the time the Most High is giving him. You know? So this is I read for you. Yeah. Give me Jeremiah start at 7. Right, so the Most High said, and Revelations, let's get Revelations while you're getting there, right?
Well, speak up for the camera, innit? You know when they play it back, it's like my voice, but you got a deep voice anyway.
This is Revelations. How about we start together?
See? It's Jeremiah, what, 51? Jeremiah 51, verse 7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
Right, because the Most High controls everything.
That's right.
Contrary to belief, what everybody they say that the Big Bang Theory, that man's got his own, he can follow his own ways. No, the Most High, it says in the Bible that the steps of men are guided by the Most High.
That's right.
What's the other one? It says man's goings are of the Lord. Okay, you know?
Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand,
Right?
that made all the earth drunken.
Right, so it's telling you the people what are in control of this earth has made everybody drunken. Why? By his philosophies. What he says, like we heard Easter, like I said, money and egg. You know, these are philosophies of man. He don't say that in the Bible. He says we got Passover. We had Passover. Well, we had the lamb and a bit of herb. Yeah, we ate in haste. Yeah, we didn't crack an egg and get some smarties out of it and share them around. We didn't do that, you know what I mean? So,
We didn't eat Doritos either.
yeah, we didn't.
And these people here, they think that the Passover or so-called Easter is a happy-go-lucky
Right,
time.
right.
It's a time of solemn assembly.
That's right.
Yes, that's what it is. Not no jumping up at Easter,
Right.
Easter parties and Easter celebrations.
Right, it was a time when the death angel went over Egypt and
Yes,
killed every firstborn.
that's what it's about.
Right.
Is that funny? Is that something funny to
no,
joy about?
Because remember, even our people died as well. They didn't put the blood on the post. So our people died as well.
I love you, brother Taz. I love
Right,
you for
so
that.
that's
Yeah, man.
not
Yo, something. I saw a program on RT about New Orleans, yeah? You know where they had Hurricane Katrina?
Yeah?
And basically, our people were doing all kinds of wickedness down there, but it's getting worse. They're still not learning their lesson.
No, remember, once it blows over, they just go back to doing
They
the
go
same
back to doing it, yeah, all over
Our
again,
people
man.
are just, remember, it says we're hard-headed, man.
Yeah.
We don't check, we don't seem to sit down and say, you know what, maybe God is doing this to us. No. Okay, as soon as it's done, we go back to doing the same thing. That's
Yeah.
why he has to kill 66.6% of our people. They have to go. So if they come amongst us, they're going to do the same thing again. They ain't going to take it, so they've got to go, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, they gotta go.
They
man.
got to go, man.
That made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken the wine.
Right, it says the nations, not just us, all these nations, because you can ask these guys here, they look like they're from what? Mongolia or something.
Yeah, Mobile.
Yeah, they're mobile. Ask them their nationality and they'll say we're what? Mongolian.
Yeah.
There's no Mongolian in the Bible. You got Ammon, you got Esau, you got Moab. Either you're from one of those nations, right?
Yep.
So what did you say there? Read that again.
That made the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken.
Right, it made all the earth. It didn't say some of it, it made all the earth drunken. So this cracker, this white man controls all the earth. Right? Read on.
The nations have drunk of her wine.
Right, the nations have drunk of her philosophies. That's that wine is a representation, not of alcohol. Sometimes it can be, but it's of philosophies. Alright, because they're drunken of them. You know?
Yep.
Women above men, that's a philosophy.
All rubbish.
Yeah, all equal, like the brother said, that's rubbish. And I asked a guy the other day, I went into when I was working, I went into the train station.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I said to him, brother, have you ever seen a woman changing a car tyre on the motorway or on the road?
True.
You know what I mean? So I said, equality? He said he has. I said, well, where? He said, in Africa. I said, what about in England? He said, yeah. And I said to him, you're lying. Because I've been here, how many? Over 50 years, and I've never seen it. Within 50 years, I've definitely got to see a woman.
On the roadside, on the roadside.
That's what I said.
Never.
Yahudi! Mamza!
Yeah, they hear you. They hear you. He heard you.
He knows, that's why he
He
turned
knows.
around, man.
If you saw the expression in his face.
Yeah.
Can I bring something?
Some Amalekites.
Can I bring something about what you said about the woman them, yeah? When back in the day when I had my nice car them and I was driving, and one time I saw a car just stop in front of me, where them days it was the Ford Fiestas, them days, yeah?
Yes, brother.
And it just stopped, it broke down, and I got out, I said, what's this person doing, man doing? I got out, it was a woman sitting in the car bawling, crying, no, you know what I mean?
Right.
She needed,
didn't know what to do.
right.
There you go.
So who came along? A man came
There
along.
you go. That's what I tried to explain to this nigger. And he was he's either Igbo or Yoruba. I didn't bother because as soon as I went in there, I knew this is a church nigger. I asked him, I went back after, I asked him, John 3:16. I go, do you know what John 3:16 says? He said, so God so loved us, I said, stop there. As soon as I heard that, I knew this guy was indoctrinated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, brother.
You know what I mean? I said, that's it. That's enough for me. And I said, that's it, man. Just sign the paper. I got to go. Because certain people, like I go to train stations, a lot of those West Africans, and I speak to them. And I tell them that they're Igbo, they're the Hebrews, but to them, some of them it's like, oh, I'm a Hebrew, so what? But some of them, they listen, and they, you know. And this one, I knew. There's a stage you get to where people say, that's it, that's enough. You know what I mean? I've got to go now, because you're wasting your time.
Wasting your time,
Yeah, it's wasted time. The Most High has blinded them one, so let him leave. Like it says Ephraim, leave Ephraim alone, leave him alone as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The nations have drunk of her wine.
Right.
Therefore the nations are mad.
Right, the nations are mad. Look at them. Look how mad Russia is.
Syria.
Look how mad Syria is. Iran.
Yemen.
Yeah, look what they're doing in Yemen. And once again, they're talking about Assad killing these people. What about they did the Saudis are doing down in Yemen?
Yeah.
And the Americans are sponsoring the Saudis as well.
British as well.
Yeah, the British. What, they're not saying. See, these guys are hypocrites, man. Only when it suits them. Yeah, then it's okay to kill people. But when they're killing people, it's okay. When now they're saying Assad's killing them, that's a lie. Because I heard that these people are coming back after Russia and Syria wiped out all them ISIS what America funded. The people started to come back. So why are they going to come back and get gassed if he's gassing?
Don't make sense.
Don't make sense.
Don't
It
make
doesn't
sense.
add up.
They're my
It doesn't add up.
right? They're my lie. Because that's who they are. The words are smooth.
Dan Button.
Yeah, and war is in their heart. The Magi, they're warring people. Yeah? And it's the Amalekites, yeah? They're about war. And the Most High said that Esau is his sword. What's that? Psalm 17. Don't worry about it, don't get it. Psalm 17:13. He said that the white man is his sword. That's his blessing. Esau.
Yeah.
He's got the sword. Oh, bless me, Father. Oh, bless me. And while he was doing that, he was hoo-hoo-hooing. And he gave him the sword. Okay?
And when you think about the sword, you think about corruption, you think about unrighteousness,
Right.
you think about unworthiness, everything negative is the sword.
Right.
Yes?
It comes under that umbrella.
The umbrella, brother.
Right, it comes under that.
Thank you.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Because sword is death. You don't butter bread with a sword. You know what I mean? You kill with it. You know what I mean?
May I say something?
Yeah. Sorry.
When Jesus Christ was in the Garden of Gethsemane, after 3 times he was sweating blood, he was in a bad state, he asked his son disciples, have you got any swords? And the disciples said, yes, we have 2 swords. And Jesus Christ said, yes, that's enough.
Yes. Okay. Right, what was that sword?
That's because the decision had to be
No,
made. There was too much talking.
Okay, right.
and
Now
the
let me ask you a
decision
question.
had to be made.
Let me ask you a question. You said Jesus Christ. Now, what colour was Jesus Christ? Come on, Esau. Be truthful. What colour was it? Did it look like you? Let's get it. Give me Revelations. No, it's in the Bible, what he looks like. Have you ever read the Bible, sir? Yes, let's read it. Give me Revelation 30. Let's read about Jesus.
He's confusing the 2 fish. Yeah, when he fed the 500 with he's confused. He's
He
confused.
mentioned Jesus Christ. So
Yeah.
we're going to see what Jesus Christ looks like in the Bible. Okay? No pictures, sir. Hello, sir. No pictures. It's not a zoo. You're not in Chesterton Zoo or whatever. Okay? No pictures, sir. Pardon?
We're asking you.
You're in rulership. That's what you're in, Esau. Because you can do that because you're in rulership. Okay? But once these missiles blow up in your face, you ain't going to be. No, you are for your nation. No, because I'm a servant of the one you call God. He's a black man. Read that.
Jesus is a black man.
Why come you portray him as a white man then?
I don't portray him as a white man. I don't portray him as anything.
How come your people have got him up in some long-haired punk rocker-like type?
Cross there, cross there,
Yeah.
and you'll see Jesus.
Where?
Welcome museum.
What museum? Give me the name.
Welcome museum.
Welcome.
There.
Okay,
And
so how
you'll
come
see-
it ain't perpetuated throughout the whole earth? Why is it just over there?
I have no idea,
Because you're a nation of liars. We'll read about it.
no.
Just like you said, our son gassed his people. That's another lie.
No, it's not.
Just like you call us Africans. That's another lie. You're the children of lies. Read that.
So Revelation 1 verse
We're going to
13.
read about the one you call Jesus Christ. Let's see what he looks like. Okay?
And in the midst of 7 candlesticks,
In the midst of the 7 churches,
one like unto the Son of Man,
one like unto the Son of Man,
clothed with a garment down to the foot,
just like we wear. Garment down to the foot.
and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Right, and he had a golden girdle. Yahushua, he had a let's see if this matches up with this. He had a golden girdle. Read.
His head and his hairs.
Right, the hairs on his head and the hairs on his beard, because a man is supposed to wear a beard. It's in the law, okay? Read on.
Were white like wool.
Right, because what, 33 was fully grey because of the stress he had to take on for his nation. Read on.
As white as snow,
So Jesus Christ had white snowy hair. Read on.
and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Right, and it tells you in Ecclesiastes 8 and 1, right, the eyes, he drank wine, okay? Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
So Jesus Christ's feet was like brass. Now what colour is brass? In the Greek it says bronze, that means brown, okay? Read on. Read on.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burnt in a furnace.
Right, so Jesus Christ had burnt feet like they was in a furnace, okay? So what was that? Is that more representation of this? Or is it like your white Christ?
It's not my white Christ by any stretch of the
So you lied to us, man. You lied to us. You said that Jesus Christ was a predator.
Revelation 2 and 18.
Revelations 2 and 18.
And unto the angel of the church in Thyatira write, these things saith the Son of the Most High,
Saith Yahweh by Shim Yahweh Shai.
who have his eyes like unto a flame of fire,
This is another representation of the way of Jesus Christ. Eyes red like fire. He drank wine. And it wasn't grape juice, by the way, as the church teaches. Go ahead.
and his feet are like fine brass.
And his feet like fine brass. Okay? And it burned. You gotta burn it to get the full colour. Okay? Give me Jeremiah 14. It's not a white man's book. Prove it.
When was it
Give me second.
When was it written?
It was written. It was
400. 400 AD.
1600 was translated.
1600?
Yes.
Yeah, translated, yes. What happened in 400 AD?
Get me Bible out. Let's cut Esau, man. Get Bible out. Let's cut Esau. Let's cut it to pieces. Let's find out. Yeah. We didn't come up here without our tools.
Cut him does, cut him
Right,
does.
man? This is Bible. We can't be our tools. Yeah. We've got scholarly books. Okay. Let's see what he says.
Got
about it.
mine. I got mine.
Read that. Let's see how
They
it
say
comes.
the word Bible, 47 of the best Hebrew and Greek scholars of the day.
Right, and by the way, King James was a black man. Right, he wasn't a white man, like you told us, okay? Iconoclasm, right? That's what you guys are about.
You're saying us guys.
Yes, you Edomites, you're a nation. All of us, are we the same people?
You and I are.
What, do I look pasty like you?
Do I look black like you?
I need, the sun loves me, the sun looks down on me.
Guess what colour I go? Guess what colour I go in the sun? Guess what colour I go in the sun?
47 of the best Hebrew and Greek scholars of the day
The best Hebrew and Greek scholars, Esau, you know?
Yeah, white men.
were divided into
No, they
six.
wasn't. King James were black. These were black people.
No.
You're a liar. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Greeks are not African.
When they were Hellenized. They were Hellenized. Right, and that means they were Greek-speaking Jews.
Yeah.
Thank you. So that's who's compounded.
So they're nothing to do with black and white.
These black people have put this together, man.
No, it wasn't. It was white people.
Ah, that's what you told us, you liar.
I didn't
You just
tell
said
you.
Jesus was black.
He is over there. That's
Jesus,
a
King James,
Jesus
the
is
Bible
together. Anyway, I'm going to go.
You are gone already, Esau. And then missiles are going to finish you up.
It's a six groups. 3 for the Old Testament,
Right?
2 for the
A
New.
nation of liars.
Do not insult people.
Hey, what is it? Weapons of mass
insult
destruction.
people. Do not insult people. Do not
Weapons of
insult.
weapons of mass
You will
destruction.
get nowhere.
They say
You're a liar.
Three-
Truth is not in you.
3 for the Old Testament,
Right.
2 for the New.
2 for the new. This is a black man, King James, by the way. But these white people can't accept it, man. Okay? They think they control, they run everything, and they built everything. Without us, you wouldn't have cars, you wouldn't have planes. You was in the caves, hugging, man, eating out your mother's skull. When we took you out the caves, cleaned you up, put you in our armies, and it was fighting for us one time. You know you're cavemen. You have Captain Caveman, Stig of the Dump, Flintstones. This is you. These are you guys, man. You used to run in your knuckles and simply say, stand up straight like a man.
Yeah.
Right, read that.
And one for the Apocrypha.
Right, and the Apocrypha is the book that so-called Caucasians took out. Why? Because it talks about Alexander the Greek. It talks about the wicked, okay? It talks about the people who have been running this last empire. The Roman Greco Empire, what is about to be destroyed by intercontinental ballistic missiles, okay?
Right.
World War III. That's going to be the end of the so-called white man's rule.
Speak it, brother.
Okay? Now read on.
2 of the groups met at Oxford.
Right, Oxford, these are institutions what black people initiated, man. It wasn't those so-called crackers what done it. They took after it after we fell in the 1600s, in the latter 1600s. Okay, read on.
2 of the groups met at Oxford.
2 of the groups of Oxford.
2 at Cambridge.
Right, and these, like I said, these are institutions what we initiated, man. We started Oxford and Cambridge, the so-called black man. You told us when we was monkeys or niggas and didn't know nothing. But we're everything to the society. Even this whole planet was made for our sake. Read on.
And 2 at Westminster.
Westminster is where we used to. There's a picture where it shows you that in the court of Westminster, it was nothing but so-called black people in that place over there. Okay? And they used to, that's why in the House of Lords, why is there a man sitting down in a black robe, it's red, some of them are red, and a white woolly wig?
Yes. Right.
Because it's mimicking the so-called original people, what was in that place. Us. The so-called, it told you what Yahweh Shai, Jesus Christ, white woolly hair, so they're mimicking.
Yeah.
Because they're in that power.
Which is the real
now.
judge.
Right. That's the true judge, like the Bible
True
says.
judge.
Yes, that's the true judge. And we're going to be judges with him. Because we got nations to judge. Who put us in slavery. Did you think you was going to do that and get away with it?
Lovely, brother. Lovely talk.
Galatians 6 and 7, man. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. Whatever a man